Namaste everyone, and welcome to Cosmic Ocean Tarot. This is the Gemini full moon reading for the collective. Excuse me. This is so exciting energy. Okay, I don't know what that was on phone. Very exciting energy that we are working with, okay? So, it is December, it's a 12-month, and the moon peaks exactly at 12:12 a.m. Thursday, December 12th of 2019, right? So we're coming to the end of the year, the end of the decade, okay? A whole new decade, a whole new time frame period is soon to begin in about 19 days, right? So numerology, speaking of what's happening from a numerology standpoint, 12, 1 and 2, 3. It is a 3-month. The day is a 3-day. In 2019, we have been operating in a 3-year. 2 and 0 and 1 is 3 plus 9 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3, right? So we have 333. So we're also working with a 9 energy because we have a 3-month, a 3-day, and a 3-year. And not only that, the moon peaks at 12:12, right? So all this 1, 2, 3 energy. And 3 represents creative expression and inspiration and social interaction. All 9, numerology speaking, represents universal love and spiritual law, spiritual enlightenment, knowing when to say no, and really tapping into that inner wisdom that is innate in all of us, right? So this is just very great energy. So we have the moon and the sun are opposite, right? So we have that Gemini, Sagittarius polarity going on with the lower mind and the higher mind, right? Where we are really being encouraged to be logical, but also be creative at the same time, right? And to really give back, because this is also a charitable energy. And so yesterday, Venus met up with Saturn in Capricorn, right? So it also, this full moon is occurring just hours after that meetup, and before Venus meets with Pluto as well. There's a few degree difference between Saturn and Pluto right now because they will meet up soon in January, right? That is coming up very soon, a very pivotal point as well. But speaking so we have Venus, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter all in the sign of Capricorn while we're dealing with this tremendous cleansing energy. This really beautiful healing energy that is around us at this current point in time, okay? So we're really also just with the full moon itself being in Gemini, right? And Gemini ruling the 3rd house of like communication in your neighborhood, and your also short trips, and just your style of communication, right? And with the moon in Gemini is really it's a little more of an intellectual than emotional energy, even though of course the emotions are there, like we are talking about the moon here, right? And so with this even we're talking about the moon, but like we still have, like I said, we have all these planets here in Capricorn. We have this stellium, this concentrated Capricorn energy with commitment and power struggles when it comes to things that to do with Venus, with love, you know, abundance, pleasure, beauty, art, money, right? It's an energetic push to express your truest self and to really get rid of anything that does not meet your expectations, right? We're pushing out an old version of ourselves. So like I said, so it's really a very great communicative, creative energy. It's like I said, being logical and creative. That's why it is really pushing us to express our true self, because it's a whole new communicative energy that we're trying to establish here. Okay? We're going to pull some cards. Alright, and so remember, as always, this is a general reading for the collective. So take what resonates and leave what does not. What's not for you, maybe meant for someone else, or maybe meant for you to hear at another time. But what time is better than now? With this great cleansing energy, this beautiful portal open to really receive. And also, like, because it is a very communicative energy, like we're talking about Gemini here, we're talking about the third house. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Okay, we're talking about that Sagittarius polarity with the higher mind, right? Really like inspired to go out there. And so not necessarily really even cutting things out, but maybe there for some of you, like lots of communication in order to reach a point of understanding, like a very, very deep, long talks, right, with someone. The Ace of Pentacles coming out here. Yeah, she's really creating, and the High Priestess, really creating a lot of opportunities with a lot of information that is hidden here with the High Priestess, but it's not really hidden, because the High Priestess is all-knowing, right? It's not really hidden per se, where it's not known. It's hidden inside of you, and it's time to bring it out. It's time to express yourself. And with Jupiter there, with all those Capricorn planets, Jupiter's just expansive, right? So Jupiter's there, like, just lighting everything up. Okay. Oh, man. Lots of cards keep going out, like, a lot at the same time. The Hermit, yeah. 9, that 9 energy. So you got the Ace of Pentacles and the High Priestess. That information that is within you, what you truly know, when you express yourself and you dive into that creativity, so many opportunities. I feel like the Ace of Pentacles came out the other day, because this really is a month of abundance, of really creating your abundance. And I know we always talk about abundance, right? And who doesn't want to be in abundance? But as this year comes to a close, that energy has just been so strong and just been coming through so much. And then we have the Hermit flipped over there, right? Because it's all about you. Like I said with the High Priestess here, it's hidden information, but it's hidden within you. She's all-knowing. This isn't something that can be outsourced, right? This is not something, look, it can't be outsourced, right? You have to go into your depths. There is no other way around it, all right? It's like I said, learn to say no to things that don't suit you, okay? Let's see. These three just flipped out together. We've got the Seven of Wands in between the Page of Swords and the Fool, right? Pages bring information, the messenger. Also about learning. What do we say? Expressing yourself, new communication styles, right? Being a little more logical with your communication, and maybe not so far-fetched, right? Because the moon is opposite. The sun is Sagittarius, and with the opposition, there's a little, not a lot of tension, but just a little bit. There's a little bit of difficulty. So like I said, the higher mind and the lower mind, you know, you've got Sagittarius reaching, aiming for the stars, but then you got Gemini. Well, these are the facts. What about, you know, the facts, what makes sense, the logical. And that's where this Page of Swords comes in, right? Finding a new way to integrate both. So you're not fighting, I'm getting here with the Seven of Wands, so that you can step into the new right here with the Fool, right? Changing up your communication style, so you're not, Seven, we'll see, he's He's got his guard up. He's got the upper hand, right? All these people coming up, he has the Seven of Wands, has the upper hand. Because when you're met with all this other energy, because remember, everyone isn't always, we're all connected, but everyone's always at different stages. Everyone is going to interpret and feel and handle this energy differently, right? And for many of us, it happens on an extremely subconscious level. But for the rest of us, it's an extremely conscious thing, okay? It's an extremely conscious happening. It's a great moment. But yeah. So, like I said, giving you the upper hand to step into this new energy. Step into this new version of yourself. Like I said, it's releasing an old, outdated version of yourself with this full moon here. Because as you learn to truly express yourself, like, and I feel like that's what it's always been about, like really tapping into yourself. For as long as I've been doing these daily readings of healing so that your true self can shine, right? And as this year ends, this full moon is really like, okay, I hope you've been doing all of your soul growth work and your spiritual work, because I am here to rid you of everything that you've come to realize that is no longer good for you. I've come to rid you of everything, people, places, things. The death card coming out here. Yeah, transformation. I'm coming to rid you. Six of Wands, a victory through transformation, right? I'm coming to rid you of everything that is not meeting your expectations, that you are aware of now, that you've been working on. Because it is not going unnoticed, and the work is not going to waste, I'm hearing. That's what this full moon in Gemini is saying to you, right? That's why it's here, yeah. Nine of Pentacles. Now, if you're watching, yesterday, the Nine of Wands, Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles all came out together. And we talked about the 9 energy that is present with this full moon. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles again. Like I said, a victory through transformation. The Nine of Pentacles coming out here saying that you will flourish. Everything that you've planted, all of your intentions, all of the hard work is going to flourish without a doubt. Okay? There's just a couple more things that need to go. Like, but for real this time. No wavering back and forth. No indecisiveness. Like the message was yesterday is like, what are you wavering with? That's where you need to commit to and get rid of, so that you can truly revel in this Nine of Pentacles energy, so you can revel in the 9 energy period. Like I said earlier in the beginning, learning to say no, your spiritual enlightenment, right? The embodying universal love, and of course the most important love for yourself. Okay, being just your true self with no unapologetically yourself. Okay, and keep that with you as we step into this new year, because we do have 2 weeks from now the new moon. Yeah, 2 weeks from now the new moon in Capricorn, right? Right? 2 weeks from now the new moon in Capricorn, with all, like, and we just talked about this all this Capricorn energy that is happening. And then 2 weeks from now we have a new moon in Capricorn. So it is important. And you're like, probably some of you may be wondering, well, if we're talking about the full moon in Gemini, why is this Capricorn current stellium, this concentrated Capricorn energy, what does it have to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Because as we use this Gemini full moons to cleanse, and we have the Hierophant flipped over here, and as we use this Gemini full moon to cleanse, what is in our way of expressing ourselves. When in 2 weeks, when the Capricorn new moon comes, we are ready to plant the seeds and set the intentions for our commitment, for our structure with the Hierophant here, for what it is that we need now that we have a clean slate. Now that you have a clean slate, we're all one, right? I am, he is, me. Queen of Wands coming in reverse here, yeah. But Queen of Wands coming out in reverse here, we're done not being confident. There is no room for you to not be confident. Like, there just isn't. Ace of Cups, because this is this isn't a new emotion. This is an emotional new beginning. Knight of Cups flipping over there. Over the Ace of Cups. And you need to lead with your heart, baby. I'm hearing you need to lead with your heart. Because that's where you want to be. That's where your desires are. And what's the point of going if you're not going to where you desire to be, right? Like I said, that Venus-Saturn energy happening right before this full moon, that commitment to abundance and love and beauty, right? You got the Three of Wands coming out here in reverse with the Eight of Wands. We're done sitting and planning. It's time to move. You're aware of what your passions are. You're aware of where you want to go. Stop being stagnant, right? The Knight of Cups here. Follow your heart. You got the Eight of Wands here. That energy is there, propelling you forward. You're not sitting planning anymore, figuring out where it is you're going to go, because it is time to go. Because now you know. Because the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles here, that information is coming out of your subconscious and it's being presented to you. Like when these cards that first came out, the High Priestess and Hermit, and the Ace of Pentacles. Because you have taken the time to be still with yourself. And if you haven't, for those of you that have not, this is a real urgent message I'm getting here. This is urgent for you to do so, to sit still with yourself and figure out what it is that is your Knight of Cups, that is your heart-driven desire, so that you can propel forward with this Eight of Wands energy, because it's coming. It's coming whether you're ready for it or not. And it, like I said, the Hierophant here, because 2 weeks from now, the energy is ready for you to set the tone, set the structure, set your own rules, right? Because that's what the Hierophant is all about. Okay? Should we pull more cards? You see what else comes out? They can surrender. And of course, for everyone's different. What you need to let go of, right? But we're gonna stop being quiet. I'm hearing, stop being quiet. Speak up. You didn't come this far just to be quiet. And communication isn't always verbal, right? You can write it out. You can write it out. That's what I said, and that's why I keep saying creative expression, right? Like I said in the beginning of the reading, of the video, you can write it out, sing it out, dance it, poetry, whatever it is that allows you to express yourself. When we talk about true expression here, it's not just expressing about how you feel. It's about how you express how you feel, right? Your communication style. Like I said, a new communication style. Even if it's not new necessarily, like, oh, you've never communicated that way before. It may be new to other people. They may not be used to you communicating in this way. But when you do communicate in that way, that is more true to you. When you, how you communicate, how you feel, others will perceive it better, right? Surrender your fear of change. What? Let's see what the card says. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. Yeah, because we're talking about grand change here, are we not? We on the brink of some serious change. So don't be scared of change. Surrender your fear of change. Your fear to change. Some people are scared to change. You know, oh, well, if I change this, then other things are going to change as well. Yes. But they are changing for the better. Like the card says, repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. All is well. Okay? Don't be scared of the change. How are you going to grow if you don't change? Growth is the epitome of change. Are you scared of your own power? Are you scared of your potential? This just flew out on the floor. Surrender to non-action. What did I say with this 8 of Wands and 3 of Wands in reverse? It's time to go. It's not about thinking about where you want to go or how you're going to get there, because the energy now is there for you to go and do it, right? Now is the time. Oh, non-action. Be still and not act. Breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. But still. Still go and do it, right? It says, be still and not act. Well, really getting out here is focus on your own power, right? And that's coming through, like I said, for those of you who haven't taken the time to sit with yourself, you need to do it. Because it is the time to go. It's the time to move with your heart and move towards your heart desires, right? And if you haven't taken the time to sit with yourself, then how can you know where to go? But you need to know, because the energy is propelling you forward. It's time to move. That's the surrender non-action, but it's time to move. And that's where I'm really getting, that's just for that few of you who haven't really taken the chance to harbor in this hermit energy, who keep running towards people who have done nothing but prove they are toxic to you. Like I said, that's not for everybody. That's just for some of you. Some of you keep running towards this person or a situation or something that's not toxic for you. The moon card flying out there as I shuffled. I was just playing with the deck, really not intending for something to come out. But the moon card coming out here. Something keeps showing itself to you. Like the moon comes in phases, right? And I'm seeing that something keeps showing itself to you, but you choose to ignore it. And then it goes away. Just like the new moon, it becomes dark. But then it shows itself again. It shows its true self. What it truly is. And you're choosing to ignore it. Stop chasing what has proven, what has shown its true colors. It's not going to change. It appears to change, just like the moon. The moon appears to be gone, to not be present, and then during a new moon, we can't see it, but it's still there. It is most definitely still there, okay? So for those of you who have not taken the time to sit still, you need to surrender to that non-action, because the universe is propelling you forward. And that can feel very uncomfortable for you, I'm getting, if you have not sat with yourself. And we are not doing all this work to be uncomfortable, right? So get comfortable. Get comfortable. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but I am loving this full moon energy. That's why I'm up, right? I can't sleep. I can't sleep through this. I don't want to sleep through this. I'm going to feel this. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation. Yeah. Some of you need some type of, I don't even know, I'm hearing like motivation, but it doesn't feel like motivation. Maybe it's self-motivation. And I spoke of that a few days ago, because we're not that far into the month. We're only almost halfway in the month. About going back to your motivator, right? And these morning affirmations will really help. As you do get rid of things, remember why you got rid of certain things, or remember why certain things are no longer of service to you, that they fulfilled their purpose. And then as you grow and you change and you evolve, create some type of morning affirmation, something you can say to yourself every day to remind yourself of that. Okay, because sometimes we need that reminder. Sometimes we need that reminder, okay? And this weight card, okay, so it flew out actually while I was trying to shuffle, and I put it back in. And then I shuffled, and that card came out, but it was on the bottom again. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your times for better results. Yeah, because like I said, the new moon in a few weeks, so all setting intentions. And the energy, like I said, is propelling you forward, and it is time to lead with your heart. But in order to do so physically, you must first do so internally. To do so outwardly, you must first figure it all out internally, right? Because you don't want to come from a place of unsteadiness, a place of uncertainty, just not a place from of not being 100% sure of yourself. Make sure you are 100 with this card here. Make sure you're 100% sure of yourself when you do take those actions. Okay, don't, oh, this is what I want, do it. No, make sure you are sure of yourself. Please, please, please be sure of yourself, right? Because like I said, the energy is pushing you forward, but don't go forward unless you're sure of yourself, okay? Be true. Okay. Whew. Yes, it's a lot of energy. Okay. All right. I think it's there. If anyone has any questions or anything, or concerns, or maybe something more personal, I am totally open to giving more personal services. I'm not really looking to charge anything. Just, you can feel free to shoot me a message. There is an email on my Instagram, a link to send me an email on my Instagram account, Priscilla Pisces, and I am just open to all of you, any of you, all right? It's a transformative time. Be ready to break out of your shell, okay? Thank you for connecting. Love and light to you all. Namaste.